Welcome back. Welcome to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to show you everything I'm packing to take with me on my first out-of-state hunt to West Virginia. So the reason I'm making this video is because personally I was struggling to come up with a list for myself of things to pack and things to bring. So I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of show you a first-timers, I guess, list of things I'm going to take. Also, everything I'm going to show that's laid out here is not everything I'm taking. It's a good idea of everything I'm taking. I'll list a few others that aren't shown, but I guess let's get into it. So the most important, we got our bow. Got the Mathews V3X. Cannot forget the release, that'd be terrible. Got all our arrows sighted in, just shot it. Broadheads in. Broadheads I'm using, not sure if you can see up there. I'm using the G5 dead meats this year. Never tried them. Excited to see how they go. But bow off the list. Bow and release off the list. Next thing we'll go over that's pretty important is rangefinder and binoculars. My binoculars are already in the truck, but I feel this is pretty important to take on your out-of-state hunts. You never know yardages. You're not as familiar with the areas. I am lucky enough to be hunting private land that is family owned. I've never hunted there. I just set everything up a couple videos ago. You can check that out. And yes, I am baiting. We'll get to that towards the end of the video. Next thing I got on the list is flashlights. Shoot one. I imagine I'll probably be in the evening when I shoot one. I'm gonna go tomorrow night, which was Saturday, October the 28th. And I'm gonna hunt Sunday morning if I don't kill nothing tomorrow night. My odds would be on tomorrow night killing one if I do. So gonna need some lights to go in and find it. I imagine it'll be after dark, right at dark. So flashlights is the next big thing, headlamps, all that. And I've actually got a red light here. I'm going to take this for morning time since I'm not as familiar with the area, and I don't want to accidentally run into someone else, a trespasser, who it be, whatever. Want to have a red light so I can see where I'm going when I hunt in the morning. One of the biggest parts to this for me is our harness. I'm real big on harness and tree stand safety. That's one of my big things, so got to make sure I got the harness with me. That's no matter where I'm at. Always got that on. Actually, my first hunt of the year, I forgot my harness. That's the only time I've ever forgot a harness in my life. And it's on the first hunt video for this year. But definitely out of state. Don't want to be following no one ever find me, because it is definitely deep in the woods where no one ever would. So especially that far away from home. So harness and tree stand safety, super important to me. Now I want to get into more of camera equipment things. We're going to kind of bounce around here, as you can see we're already doing. But camera equipment, I've got my just standard tripod. Kill one, I'm going to set this up, videos, whatever. Make it easier. And then I've got my tree stand camera arm. Help with actually filming the hunt and filming the shot and all that. Straps for all that to go in the tree. Got to keep all that there. I use my phone for the camera, just because it's simple, man. And if I want to show people I know, it's so much simpler to just show them on my phone and be like, oh, here's the deer I shot, or here's this video. It's so much simpler to just show them on your phone when it's on your phone. So that's basically my camera gear. I mean, it's not a lot. I think I'm going to invest in a mic soon, but that's nothing to do with this video. But pretty simple, basic camera gear. Actually, I also want to add, I am taking some portable chargers because I am going to be sleeping in my truck. There's a trailer on the property, but all the windows are broken. It's just a fucking dump. So I'm going to be sleeping in my truck. We'll get to that. But now that portable chargers have to do with batteries, I'm also going to be taking 2 packs of 8 AA batteries. One's for flashlights. Batteries go dead on those. It's always good to have extras if that's what they are. My flashlights, they charge, but I'm taking like 4 flashlights that I think are pretty reliable. Batteries, big deal for me. I actually also plan on changing the batteries in the trail camera I got down there too. You've been seeing it the entire video sitting up here on the bags of corn, but toilet paper, we all know emergencies happen, you gotta have it. Not trying to be staying out here for 2 nights or night, whatever, and have to use some leaves or cut the sleeves off some shirt or something. You guys know how that works, but always gotta come in handy with the old TP. I've got one jacket laying here just to show the camo. So obviously I've got to take my camouflage. Things I'm going to take with me is I'm going to take 2 pairs of pants. I'm going to take several sweats to wear under my camo pants. Taking 2 different sweatshirts, a couple pullovers, this big jacket here, and I'm going to bring some gloves, 2 pairs of gloves, and my just face, I don't know what the hell they call that, face mask, whatever. And I'm going to take all that and my scent elimination spray. That's all stuff I want to take with me, of course, got to have that. But that's something you can add to your list. It sounds goofy to add that to your list, it's obvious, but when this, you know, when stuff like this comes up, it's easy to forget that stuff. So that's also why I'm making this, so I don't forget things next time I come around to do this. Now I'll get to the part people are going to complain about. So yes, I am hunting private property in a county you are allowed to bait in West Virginia. My uncle owns the property, so I have full permission to be there. I can bait, do whatever, state allows for it. So I'll go through what I'm going to be using. So I'm big on apple stuff when it comes to deer. This Apple Crush, this liquid mineral lick, this stuff, I love it. I'm going to take an Apple Crush block and this Apple Crush powder. So what I do is I'll pour a little bit of this on the ground, then I'll pour my powder on top, throw a block on top. I got the 20-pound big bags. I'm actually keeping one of these for here at home. I just thought this looked cooler with both of them on here for thumbnail purposes. But I'm gonna dump one of these out into a pile and then kind of spread it around the corn a little bit too. I've got 5 bags of corn back here. My plan is before I go and sit, I want to get there kind of early. I want to dump 2 bags of corn out before I sit and all this, and then I'll leave 3 in the truck in case I kill one, because I don't want to waste those if I can just end up taking them home. But if I do end up killing one, only having to put out 2 bags of corn, I can take the other 3 home with me. Saves me money, whatnot. But if I don't kill one, I'll use the other 3, whatnot. And the next thing's 4-wheeler. I'm going completely by myself. It's going to be a total pain in the ass to drag a deer out by myself. So of course I've got the 4-wheeler. That will be the only reason this comes out of the bed, if it has to happen, will be to drag the deer out. So I've been digging through my truck, kind of looking at some other things in there that I forgot so far to mention. Another big thing is rubber gloves. Rubber gloves is something we got to have when we're gutting deer. And also, speaking of gutting, we got to have our gutting knives. I definitely should have cleaned these, but you can tell they've had some use. But it's always nice to have a good pair of gutting knives. Especially, I love this set. And one with a saw is a must. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start trying to get all this stuff organized and into my truck and load it up and ready. I need to grab my bag, start putting some of this stuff into bags. Bags are another thing, duffel bag, backpacks. I'll show you what I'm gonna be putting in my backpacks and duffel bag and all that nonsense when I get to it. But now on from the video, I'm just gonna kind of go along with the process I'm in, and we'll just keep adding stuff to this list to help you guys and myself. Actually, real quick, right after I just said that, 2 more things I forgot to add while we're here. A big one, some jumper cables. You never know when you're gonna need them. And another thing that's also could very much so come in handy, and has for me multiple times, is a tool set, some toolboxes, whatever, wrenches, sockets, some good old WD-40. Never know when you need that. Duct tape, wire nuts, wire connectors, tape measures, Tools. There's, I got paper towels down there on the floor, a trash bag, a machete. All this could definitely come into use in some sort of situation like this. But yeah, we'll just keep adding as I go now. All right, it's the next morning. I've officially got everything packed. I'm ready to leave. And I've added quite a bit of things to this since filming yesterday. So I will give you a rundown on what I've got, what's going on, and how I've got my truck packed before I leave. Okay, so this is what we've got the back seat looking like. Here I've got a cooler. I've got 6 water bottles, some pizza, a few other snacks, necessities. We've got the flashlights, really important. Backpack. In the backpack I've got my gutting knives, my gutting kit. I've got my tree stand camera arm. I've got some of that bright orange reflective tape in there. There's quite a few things in there. Range finder. What's over here? Oh, headlamp. Rattle bag. I've got my tripod. Got my rubber boots with my scent elimination spray, WD-40, duct tape, all that whatnot, some gloves and other stuff. Got portable charger for my phone. Got my bow, of course, and the release. Got all my camo, harness, belt, all that stuff. Now we will move to the front seat. So what I've got in the front seat are some pillows, some blankets, toolbox and jumper cables up front, easily accessible. In this bag I've got the TP, you know, hat, toboggan, and then some clothes, some extra clothes to stay in the night. It is currently drizzling right now. I'm not sure if you can tell off my truck, but it is drizzling. It's supposed to do this all day, even down in West Virginia, I believe. So I brought a few extra pairs of underwear and socks and clothes and stuff. And then in the bed, we've got the four-wheeler, got it full of fuel and the corn and crushed apple powder stuff. I feel like normally people would add like a rope of some sort, but I've got those ratchet straps that's holding the four-wheeler down, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, also something that's in the backpack is the batteries and whatnot, and I'm keeping a case up here. I do have a 357 Magnum in here too. Just how in the hell does it open? There it is. I've got my 357 with me. Just always bring it with me everywhere. So yeah, that's what we got going on. So this quick little video just kind of maybe help you get some things. You're going on a trip, plan on going on a trip. Most people are going to subtract the four-wheeler and the corn and all that, but the rest of this stuff is just stuff I come up with, stuff I'm going to look back on this video for next time I do this and the following times. And I might make another video of this later on of the most important things. I'm not sure what the plan is with this, but I hope this helped you in some way. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we kill a deer down there.